All right, today we're diving into a really fascinating story from the Mahabharata. We're going to explore the mythological origins of a sacred place called Pindara, which is all about a crucial quest the Pandavas undertook for spiritual peace. So, where does our story begin? Well, it's not on some grand battlefield. Instead, we find the Pandavas deep in a forest during their long exile. They were already facing all sorts of challenges, but this was a problem that went way beyond the mortal world. So, imagine this. One day, the great sage Vedavyasa just appears before the five brothers, and you can tell from the look on his face, this isn't just a friendly visit. He's got this deep compassion in his eyes, but also a real sense of urgency. He has a message for them about their father. He basically tells them, listen, your father's spirit, it's stuck. It's in this kind of limbo and can't find liberation. The only way to free him, he says, is for his sons to perform a very specific sacred rite, an offering known as Pind Daan. And it couldn't just be done anywhere. Oh, no. Vedavyasa was very specific. He named a mystical land called Pindara, a place so incredibly sacred, he said, that the very ground beneath their feet was attuned to the spirits of their ancestors. So, of course, when your guru gives you a command like that, you don't hesitate. The five Pandava brothers and Draupadi immediately packed up and set out on what was going to be a truly vital spiritual pilgrimage. And as they started getting closer to this special region, it became pretty clear that this was no ordinary place. The whole atmosphere, the very air around them, it started to feel different. It was charged with this palpable, sacred energy. The world around them almost seemed to be waking up, reacting to them. I mean, the rustling of the leaves in the trees, it didn't just sound like the wind anymore. It was more like an ancient, mysterious kind of music, almost like it was welcoming them. And it wasn't just the trees. The birds started singing in a way that sounded less like regular chirping and more like a hymn. It was as if all of nature was getting ready for the important ceremony that was about to happen. And it was actually Nukula who finally spoke up and said what they were all thinking. This moment is so important. Yudhishthira, the eldest and wisest, confirms it. He basically says, yes, you're absolutely right. This isn't just a feeling. This land has a real, tangible connection to our family, to the very ancestors we've come here to honor. So they finally reach a riverbank right in the heart of this sacred region. And here they begin to prepare for the solemn ritual that their entire journey has been leading up to, the one that could decide their father's spiritual fate. And get this, the moment they begin, everything goes quiet. That mysterious music from the leaves, the hymns from the birds, it all just stops. A complete, profound silence falls over the entire area. It was literally as if creation itself was holding its breath. You know, this ceremony was a perfect picture of teamwork and devotion. Each brother played a crucial part. Yudhishthira, the embodiment of Dharma, offered the sacred water. Bhima, the strongest, prepared the pind, the ritual offering. Arjuna, the great warrior, kindled the holy fire. And the twins, Nakula and Sahadeva, chanted the ancient Vedic mantras that consecrated the entire ritual. Okay, so here we are, the moment of truth. The offering is complete. And that deafening silence, it's about to be broken, but not by the wind or the birds, by something much, much bigger. All of a sudden, this brilliant, otherworldly light just pierces through the forest canopy, bathing the brothers in its glow. And from within that light, a voice speaks. A voice they knew instantly, a voice they had missed so dearly. It was their father, King Pandu. His words must have been just the most incredible relief. He confirms that the ritual worked. His soul and the souls of all their ancestors were finally free. But then he does something more. He blesses the land itself, declaring that from that day forward, this very spot would be a holy land for anyone wanting to make offerings to their ancestors. And that's exactly why this story matters so much, even today. Paandavon became this revered place, so powerful that it said making an offering here is as spiritually potent as doing it at other major pilgrimage sites. It really stands as this living monument to the Pandavas' devotion, a place where anyone can go to connect with their own roots. But you know, this experience was more than just completing a task for the Pandavas. It wasn't just about fulfilling a duty. It fundamentally changed them. It led them to a really deep realization about their own lives and their place in the world. And this right here is the core of it all. They finally understood that their connection to their ancestors wasn't just a burden or a heavy responsibility. It was also their greatest source of power and strength. It's a really profound idea, isn't it? That sometimes our greatest challenges and our deepest strengths come from the very same source, our roots.